I think that the most important thing that I learned from Out of Eden is that stories are right at your doorstep and that there are stories everywhere just waiting for someone to come along and write them.
It was good before, and it was very good. Now, I don't now you will decide if you go or if you want to go down. On voulait on peut après
My name is Paul Salopek, and I'm sending you greetings from Anatolia, the hot, field-checkered plains of eastern Turkey, where I'm currently trekking eastward with a cargo mule along the old Silk roads towards Central Asia. This is mile 3,000 or so of the Out of Eden Walk, my project to walk across the world for 7 years in the footsteps of the first modern humans who spread out of Africa back in the Stone Age. It's a long journey that involves slowing down to rediscover the world.
Hi, I'm Natalie Belli. I'm a grade 5 teacher at the Village School in Marblehead, Massachusetts, and I teach language arts and social studies. In grade 5, our social studies curriculum is centered around American history, colonization, and also early explorers. At first I thought, oh, this is going to be a little challenging because the setting for Out of Eden starts in Ethiopia and it goes through the Middle East and Southern Asia, and I thought, how am I going to incorporate this into social studies? And what got really exciting for me was to realize just how interconnected we actually are, and how in order to understand American history, you have to understand the world history. Really interesting to watch the learning that takes place with my kids, because some of my kids who are very, very shy, they're the ones that are the most active on Out of Eden Learn. Interviewing somebody and being prepared maybe with the questions ahead of time, you are actually stepping out of your comfort zone.
I have a small voice but a loud mind, and during my journey I learned how to speak my mind with pride and confidence.
When they're online and between their writing, their visuals, like their mapping, their artwork, all of a sudden I'm seeing not only where the language of learning for them is being developed, but I'm also getting to know who they are outside of my classroom.
One of my favorite takeaways from Out of Eden Learn is beauty is in everyday life. I've realized I live in an extraordinary town and beauty is all around.
I think what we tend to do as educators, we try to get through things so quickly, and it's content, 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 and the kids end up just memorizing facts with no application. Well, here what they're doing is they're getting a gleam or some type of understanding of maybe where Paul is at the moment, or how we got there, or how far he was walking, and they're transferring it into their own learning and who they are, whether or not it's in this classroom or at the village school or in the greater community. They're thinking now about that bigger picture and how they're connected. And slow looking and reflecting on that has really allowed for that to happen, because now it's not just about doing school. For them, it's about learning. I have a quote with the kids, actually, and I tell them, you know what, you can go fast to go slow, or you can go slow to go fast. And that's exactly what they're seeing. They're seeing the quality of their work is much higher when they're slowing down and just taking that time.
I stop and look closely at things now, and I have learned the true meaning of walking. It's not just to go get exercise, it's to go and enjoy the great world we have out there. To stop and think, hey, where did this come from? I'm going to look close at it to see if I can figure it out. It can be loads of fun.